So
almost in the northeast, not just the northwest, but
they are moving,
in the north central state, but even into the northeast.
Good. The bandits here are moving to the northeast, to Bauchi and Taraba, while the Boko Haram are moving this way. And in their marriage, you are seeing that bandits now are changing their tactics. They are marrying little girls. Bandits never used to do this. And we've warned about this over and over again. The holy alliance between these two terrorist groups. You wonder sometimes who's in charge? What are they doing?
So if you had a state of emergency in, say, Zamfara state.
Absolutely. Zamfara, we know it is the bad politics in Zamfara that started this. It is the bad politics in Zamfara that's aggravating this. Now we are seeing this little fight between them. How can there be peace? How can there be security if the governor and the Minister of State are not working together to bring peace in the state? And I
when
said,
both of them are indigenous, in fact, governors of the state, one immediate, one current.
Two different parties. That was why I said in the last program I appeared, only the president and commander-in-chief can solve this problem. He needs to call all the political gladiators in Zamfara and the governor, show his anger, give them ultimatum, get these girls out. They know where they are, these girls are. They know who is responsible for that. Knock some heads. Give them a week, if not, fire the ministers. And send in troops into Zamfara. It is the standoffish attitude of President Muhammadu Buhari that allowed all of this. You give people jobs and you don't ask them to do results.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm Malam Ado.
Go ahead. Can you reduce the volume of your TV set?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Malam Ado.
Yeah. I always.
Another caller. We lost Malam Ado, but another caller is on the line. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, and then your question or contribution.
I'm calling from Gambia. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to contribute a little on this your program.
Go ahead. Your name, where you're calling from.
I'm Abubakar from Gambia. Yes. I want to contribute a little. Okay. On this security matter, it is easy and it is local politics causes all these things. I'm calling from Gombe now.
Yes, go ahead, Malam Abubakar from Gombe. Go ahead.
On this, about this it's a local program. You come back to local government. All this will be solved easily.
Interesting. So, Malam Abubakar, he's saying that it's the collapse of the local government that has led to all of these problems. You know, how is that? Because some people are saying that even a state governor, because is somehow Armstrong, you know, is not in a very good position to do much on a situation like this, because it requires deploying resources that are federal resources. You know, the police, the military, and all of that are federal resources rather than local resources. So, I remember the former governor of Katsina State, Honorable Aminu Masari, he was saying that governors have been tend to more like, he used a term, you know, just to say that they don't have much power to deal with situations like this. So what much of a local government chairman does?
Right.
Yes. Right.
And it's wrong for governor to say he doesn't have leverage. He does. And that was why President Muhammadu Buhari, at the latter time of his presidency, when they come to him, he will send them back. He would send them back and say, go and use your local level. A governor doesn't speak with the emir, doesn't speak with the local people, and he runs to the president. A governor runs to the president for every little thing. When the drivers of this insecurity in the state, fueled by his state. It's not the government, it's not the president that builds schools. We went to a forest. We went to a forest in Niger State. As we were going into the forest, I saw a local pharmacy. I said, let's stop. I went into the pharmacy. You could buy all of these drugs. You could buy Bosca, you could buy Tramadol, you could buy Pentax, you could buy Sudarex. This is where
these drugs are also used by the same bandits.
Absolutely. This is where they get them. So, you mean governors cannot work together to make sure the supply of these drugs and the availability of these drugs in their states, the chain is cut? You go to any market, any village market, you can buy whatever amount of Tramadol from hawkers. So governors cannot work this way. And you leave the local governments, the villages poor. You expect for there to be peace. When bandits are paying so much for informants. People are poor, people have nothing to eat, people are out of school, people are illiterate, people are on drugs in your villages. You expect to sit down in the state capital and have peace when you have massive rural to urban migration because the governor is emasculating the local governments. So if you do not liberate the local governments, if you do not work on the drivers of insecurity in your state, if you do not work collaboratively and collectively as governors, as clerics, as leaders of the North, we'll continue to have this problem. The voice from the North should be loud and clearly to Mr. President. We are tired of this insecurity. We want this insecurity finished this year. It can be done. We are tired of banditry. We are tired of Boko Haram. We've had 24 years of Boko Haram. We've had 9 years of this. We are tired, and we can help. We can work together. The president cannot solve our problems if we cannot solve our problems. If we don't think of abducting girls from school, it's enough for us to raise our voices. We are quiet.
Prof, that's another part of the problem. But just before I ask this question, thank you for staying with us. Once again, this is Sunday Politics on Trust TV, and we're discussing the abduction of female students from tertiary institutions of learning across northern states. You can reach us and have your say, or by asking a question or making a contribution on our phone lines, which is right there on your screen. This program is designed for you so that you can have your say on political matters. So while we're at it, Prof, you raised one issue last, a very important issue. Why do we have, why is there no outrage? Why does there appear to be silence? Because 24 girls, females, they obviously have parents, they have mothers, they have fathers, uncles, aunties, and what have you, and neighbors, So you expect society to be angry that this is happening. You expect people to want to show their anger, their rage, that we cannot allow this kind of things to be going on. Why is there silence? Is it because they are girls? Does it say something about how much we value females within our own society as objects of exploitation? What does this say about us as a society?
No. When we were growing up, in our house, like many other households, our fathers used to protect the girls more. When we were going to school, they would give the girls more money. They would take the girls in cars and they would send us to motor park too. That is how protective our culture and our religion is on our female folks. But now, the area of today is silent. Because why? Oh, I have my child in America or in Dubai or in Abuja.
Just a moment, Prof. We have Kabiru from Kaduna. Kabiru, go ahead and ask your question or make a contribution. Just go straight ahead. Kabiru, go ahead. Oh, we've lost him. Yes.
Yeah. So the silence of the North is disturbing. It's immoral. Because I said silence in the face of evil is itself evil.
Absolutely.
There is nowhere in any scripture or our culture where you say you see evil and you keep quiet. And this is what the North of today has become. Quiet in the face of evil.
Some people say you see that in recent years in the country, when something happens, a needless death,